In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to remove bugs and bird poops on this Tesla.
So Michael, let me ask you, having a vacuum reel, is it a game changer? When you first started, did you have to carry everything out?
Yep, so when I first started, I had to carry everything out. I had to unravel my vacuum hose. I had to unravel the electrical cord, plug it in, bring it all the way out, set it up, and then turn it on, right? So from there, I would move it around. I would have to pick it up, move it around the whole car, move it multiple times, be carrying it around. And then now, with having a vacuum hose reel, it is a game changer. It completely changes the entire thing, making the process so much more efficient. So instead of having to pull out your whole vacuum, pull out the hose, plug it in, all you have to do is open up the vacuum hose reel, pull it out, turn on my vacuum, and I'm already vacuuming.
All right, Michael, so we're doing an exterior on this Tesla. Man, it's heavy with bugs and bird.
Yep.
That's a lot of bird poop, man.
Yep.
Seems like he was targeted.
Yeah. It seemed like he was targeted. Maybe he parked under the wrong tree. You never know, right?
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the wrong trees.
Yep, exactly. So we're gonna start off by using this pre-treatment. It is pretty much a pre-treatment that is safe for paint, and it breaks down things like bugs, bird droppings, everything like that on the paint.
Now, I know there's a lot of different chemicals. One popular one is Bug Off. Do you use it? Why or why not?
I don't use it just because I don't like to use just one chemical that works only for one thing, right? So in this case, this is pretty much an all-purpose cleaner that can be used as a pre-treatment. So this I use for multiple different things. This is the exact same thing. If you saw my other video, we cleaned the Tesla mats. I use this exact same thing. So I like one product that can do many different things.
All right, Michael, so what method are we gonna be using for the exterior?
So for the exterior, we're gonna be using a 2-bucket wash method on this Tesla here. So making sure that we're doing safe washing and have a rinse bucket so you can drop all of the dirt and contaminants, because this one is a lot dirtier. Depending on what it is, usually on a cleaner car, I'll maybe just use towels and only one bucket so I don't have to rinse. But this one is pretty dirty today. So right now we're gonna start off with a pre-foam stage. This is P&S Pro Auto Shampoo. I'm using this as a pre-foam stage just to loosen everything up on top of the pre-treatment, so giving it more time to work. But I'm also going to be using this in my buckets as well as a regular soap to lubricate the surface as I wash it.
What's that thing on top?
So this thing on top is actually to basically give me the exact amount of liquid I need to fill up my foam cannon and my buckets. So this is called a Pro Blend, and basically gives me exactly what I need, about 2 ounces per bucket usually.
A lot of detailers, they eyeball it.
Yeah.
How come you don't do that?
I don't eyeball it just because I don't want to waste product, so I don't want to put too much, and then I don't want to put too little to the point where it's not really doing much work at all. But once again, all the chemicals we're using on this car and in this video, you can check them down below in the description.
All right, man, so you just did a quick rinse, foam. How's it looking so far? So
far, it's had a couple minutes to start breaking down and loosening up all of the bugs. Even some already fell off on their own. So now that it's had some time to break down, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse as much as I can before I go into the contact wash.
Hey, they did a great job.
Yeah, so as you can see, it does pretty great. You use the right chemicals, the right methods, and you can remove stuff like this safely without having to work too hard and really scrub at it and maybe cause potential scratching or marring.
So is that why you rinse, foam, rinse, and then foam it up again and then contact?
Yep, exactly. So really to reduce marring, swirl mark, scratches, because all swirl marks and marring is actually caused by people either improperly washing it or improperly drying, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing the most proper methods in order to not cause scratches and swirls. So I pretty much did the exact same thing with the bugs as the bird droppings. I sprayed on the pre-treatment, let it sit and soak for a couple minutes, and that was broken up and loosened, and I was ready to be rinsed off. So this is why ceramic coatings and ceramic sealants are so important on any car that you want to keep clean, that you want to keep looking good, right? So things like bird droppings, bugs, they won't stick as easily. They'll come off a lot easier during washes, and in this case, it keeps your car looking a lot cleaner.
All right, Michael, great job, man. Everything came out clean. But for new detailers out there that don't have a lot of experience, what's one thing that's hard to remove on a vehicle?
One of the hardest things I would say to remove that is somewhat common is actually tree sap, right? So a lot of different trees drop a lot of different tree saps. Pine trees are some of the worst. They drop a very, very thick tree sap that if left on the paint during the summer with the really high heat, it basically like burns, hardens, and dries onto the clear coat. And in that case, it can get really dangerous and risky. You might have to go and start cutting in with a plastic scraper. And then from there, you would have to follow up with compound and polish if it sits way too long.
Now, talking about sitting way too long, what if somebody has bugs or bird poop on their car and they don't want to take care of it?
If they don't want to take care of it, I let them know, you know, like I can guarantee them, depending on what condition it is and you know how high the heat is, within weeks to months, it will actually start burning through and eating through the clear coat of the paint. And in that case, you know, the paint will start cracking and fading, and you know, pretty soon enough, it'll have to be repainted.
All right, Michael, what's the finishing touches?
So right now I'm finishing off with spraying this ceramic sealant on the paint. So the client did provide this, and we did do this clay and seal about 6 months ago, I believe. So every once in a while we do top it off, make sure that the sealant is topped off, you know, and we continue to protect the paint. Because if not, you know, a lot of things will end up sticking. So we'll protect from UV rays, bugs, water spots, and bird droppings like the ones you saw earlier.
Now, for customers who don't have their own supplies, do you provide anything?
Yes, I do provide a lot of different supplies, you know, whether it's sealants, waxes, coatings. I provide everything. In this case, my client is very interested and really an enthusiast in detailing, so he does have a lot of his own products. You know, sometimes I'll use them. He wants me to use a certain thing, and I'll take care of it for him. Again, my name is Mike. Thank you for watching the process on how we take care of bugs and bird droppings. If you're in the Temecula area, give us a call or text if you're looking to get your car detailed and get it looking this good. And if you like this video and you want to see more detailing content, don't forget to like and subscribe.